GT4 category. Bryce Carter here. Currently 4th fastest in practice with a 125.4. Michael Johnson still sitting on the pits. I don't know what happened to him. Did he have a heart attack? I hope you're all right, Michael. I don't know. That's pretty uncharacteristic for this man. Oh, goodness gracious. Look out for that Ford GT. Of him to A, crash on a straightaway. And B, leave his car there. He's usually pretty professional about that sort of stuff. We have had drivers be known to be attacked by their cats. Oh goodness, someone is off around there. Cats are very intrigued with your sim race, and that's Michael Johnson still sitting on track. Federico going very slowly as Eric Foss jumps out of the pits, I think. I don't know if he was just rounding the corner that quickly. He's on an out lap. He is coming out of the pits, storming out there. Mike McCoy, curse of the lobby. Is he gonna screw up this week's GTEs? And there he is practicing that pit entry. I'm terrible at pit entry. I always forget I have to practice it. Like, where's the reset button? That's how you get to the pits. I know that. Alright, and we are done with the practice session. Go right into... The track temp is up a little bit at 97 out there. Disco Shadows. What we like. Super into it. Vincent Wood finds the track and is out for his out lap. I think this is the way to go. This is the way to start. Is the blimp. Such a wide shot. Whoop. Vincent, unfortunately, finding that corner to be real tricky on those cold tires. It's not a long track. It'll be difficult to get your tires up to temp here. Even through 2 laps, maybe even 3, you'll finally get your tires up to temp. Jaron Haslam takes that Ford GT across the line to start his first hot lap. Michael McCoy doing the same out there. Federico Del Toro First of the lobby. And John Miller is on track as well in the Ferrari. Looks like he may be on his first hot lap out there. Jeremy pushing that car to the finish line, I think, here for the first time we're going to have. Oh, no, that was just to complete his outlap, I suppose. First across the line was John Miller, who we just were on board with. He gets into the 113s early there, followed by Robbie Campbell, Kent Kruger, and Stephen Liston. Jaron Haslam takes pole position away. Craig Ream slots into third position. Lincoln Russell is into fifth, followed by Ty Johnson in eighth. David Fendick first for the GT4s across the line. Then Russell Elizondo bumps him down, and then he's bumped down by Bryce Carter with a 125.9. Richard Swindell's into 11th. Jordan Musser gets into 4th place here. Corey Mitchell on track. Currently your points leader. Who knew? I had no idea. But apparently he is. That's what last week's points tally told us. Jeremy Lapinus into third above Craig Ream. Tyler Pierre Richards on an outlap here, it appears. Mason Smotherman still yet to set a time. Matthew Smotherman goes fastest for the GT4s, and they're all battling for pole position there as John Miller took it away, finds the dirt anyways after that lap, so that's going to kill his qualifying session more or less. Jordan Muster takes it away from him right after that. Jaron Haslam not able to go faster with that last lap. He's not doing great out there either. One green sector so far for Jeremy. Vincent Wood up to 11th. Matthew Smotherman goes faster yet again. Tyler Pierre Richards gets into the second row there. Mike McCoy into 7th at the moment. Jeremy Lapinus bumped down to 5th, even though he went faster with that last one. Andrew Rasmussen up to 2nd for the GT4s there. Corey Mitchell all the way down in 14th place in that BMW. Up top, it's Eric Foss taken away, bumping Jordan Muster down to 2nd place, and John Miller down to the 2nd row. Jaron Haslam not able to go any faster. Lincoln Russell down to 9th at the moment. Ty Johnson can't get off the bottom of the GTEs at the moment. Bjorn Benches pushes himself above Corey Mitchell there. Federico Del Toro up to 15th place there. Michael Johnson is in the top 10 but not able to go any faster with that last one. Kent Kruger's just behind him in 11th. Eric Foss doing a 12.7 out there. It's an amazing pace. Your top 3 drivers able to go. Oof, real loose there from Jordan Muster. Still no better times here for John, but your top 3 able to get a sub 113, except for Jaron Haslam doing a 113 flat all the way around. Tyler Pierre Richards coming 0.2 slower for the 3rd row. John's practicing that pit entry there. Jaron Haslam, though, able to jump up to 4th and then returns to the pits. Lincoln Russell still sitting in 9th place, can't go any faster. Ty Johnson is getting close to getting off the bottom there. Jordan Muster not able to go any faster. He's going to pull over and go to the pits. Tyler Pierre Richards wants to get back on the second row there. Craig Reams behind him. Mike McCoy also down on the straights at the moment. These guys are all coming across the line about the same time. Lincoln Russell decides it's probably good for him. Neither are able to go any faster. Neither is Mike McCoy down there. Robbie Campbell comes across the line. Can't improve his time. Vincent Woods still sitting down in 15th position. David Fendick from first across the line all the way down in 8th at the moment. Russell Elizondo in 7th. And Roman Bykov is down in 6th. Jacob puts himself onto the inside with that move. And that's going to put him into 3rd and get him that inside line for the final turn and the first turn. Tyler Pierre Richards with a white sector. And a terrible sector 1 from Jeremy there. A minute and a half left in qualifying. Mason Smotherman with a pretty decent first sector. And he puts himself up to the front row next to his brother. That's going to be a great battle for the GT4s into turn 1 there. Jeremy will not have enough time. We only have 30 seconds left, but that's going to be a great battle up there. Andrew Rasmussen, unfortunately, is going to have to settle for the second row as he sends it into the wall there. Wow, that is going to be super fun, though, for those two. So that'll just about do it for the qualifying session. So let's take a quick look at the championship standings. That's Corey Mitchell up top now with 325, closely followed by Greg Ream now down to 2nd place. And Lincoln Russell has gotten himself up into the top 3 there with 302. Michael Johnson follows by Robbie Campbell. So lots of GTE drivers, and it's super close in there. It'll be a really good finale this season. Eric Foster, pole sitter, all the way down there in 11th, hasn't showed up nearly as much as some of the other drivers. Take a quick glimpse. It's much easier for the GT4 standings here. Oh, come on. There we go. That is Jacob on top for the GT4s, followed by Matthew Smotherman, the pole sitter at the moment. Bryce Carter into 3rd. Mason Smotherman in 2nd place there in 5th position with less than half the points of his brother Matthew, who is only 5 points behind Jacob. So we are just about ready to roll out on this out lap. Be very short, very cold tires. GT4 is pretty much hot on the heels. Steven Liston doing a fantastic job out there. He's already up 5 positions. Can't believe it. To go. But most importantly, up top, Eric Foss is going to lead us around. Another RSR lines up next to him. Porsche pace car is heading in, and Eric hits it, and we're going racing out there. John Miller to the inside. Gonna try to push his way in, but I think Jordan just holds off there. Matthew holds off the other drivers. We have a couple late entries coming out of the pits at the moment. Oh, John Miller off track already, and during that with that duel. What happened is they came downhill here. Oh, up. Yep, that'll happen there. Oh, and he is off track again. Poor John Miller having a really rough first lap out there. Ooh, Federico coming to blows with Corey Mitchell, who is sliding it all over the track and trying to keep it pointed in the right direction, but can barely do it. That's Eric Foss, only a glimpse between these two, coming through turn 1 for the second time. Michael McCoy up to 4th place at the moment. He's got Jeremy Lapinus just ahead of him. Corey Mitchell all the way down to 16th place. John Miller is limping that car around the track. Michael Johnson, who came out of the pits, did not grid. I believe there's a couple of these guys who didn't grid with us. And there was a first lap pileup, it looks like, coming down here. That's Douglas Doucette hitting a bunch of guys and spinning around. Little love taps Luckily, oh goodness, that was kind of rough for Doug. Coming back on, I believe that was Troy Banks there. Getting that last tap and the black. And he got around him anyways, you know. Unnecessary small damage to affect you down the straights. Ooh, Michael McCoy is falling down the grid. Curse the lobby. Oh, and coming down there, he's booted off. I don't know what's going on there. See where are the rest of the incidents that we had. Oh, Mason Smotherman with an off track here. Is he going to lose? Oh, he is going to lose second place. He's going to lose all the positions and really damage his car into the wall. Craig Ream in the back has an off track moment of his own. It's just a little love tap into the wall. Kent Kruger finds himself up into 6th place at the moment. Bjorn Bench is behind him, up 9 positions. Here's Federico, currently running in 9th. He's up 4 at the moment. We're only 4.5 minutes into the race. Matthew Smotherman comes across the line, setting the fastest lap for class. Just behind him, it's a great little battle for second place here. Jacobs up to 3rd there. Right behind him is Roman. Up here, Mike trying to get by Richard Swindells. Takes to the inside, trying to gain those places back. He gridded in 8th, it looks like. Robbie Campbell heading for an early pit stop here. Michael Bond just ahead of Federico. And the battle for the lead has fallen off a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. And it looks like there's a couple cars that are stuck together almost. We'll see what had happened there. It looks like David Fendick and John Miller. Oh, John just gets turned into him by, I don't quite know who that was at all. John is having pretty much the worst race he's had in a while, though. Very unfortunate for him. I believe that was him splitting a couple of the GT4 classes here. Oh, and the GT4 class just did not see him coming at all. Tried to make a move on David, and then just getting stuck in all the traffic. Lincoln Russell up to 5th place here. Oh, he's dealing with Kent Kruger and said GT4 car. Kent slipping by for 5th around the outside. Greg Ream has some damage up to 17th at the moment. Robbie Campbell behind them having some issues. John Miller successfully passing that GT4 out there. Eric Foss starting to run away with it with Jordan Musser 2.5 behind. Jeremy Lapinus is 1.7 back as they start to lap these GT4 cars already, only 7.5 minutes in, and these short lap times are making for some great mixed class racing, and there's such a vast difference in speed between these two classes. It makes it really fun out here, and trying to judge if that gap is available to you or the driver behind. Ooh, as it looks like Michael Johnson, I'm glad to see he's alive even though he spun out, and that his cat has not given him a heart attack or something. Oh, is that a Woody car? Is he doing... Oh, my goodness gracious. I gotta drive my Buzz Lightyear next time. Corey Mitchell leads Stephen Liston, and Vincent Wood. Craig Ream follows. Jeremy Lapine is over a second slower than Eric Foss on that one. Oh, I bet he was, because what has happened to Jordan Lisser, but what has happened to Jeremy Lapine is this Tyler Pierre Richards and Ken Kruger inherit those places. Where is he? Goodness gracious. It appears that Jordan is not in the lobby anymore. I'm going to try to see what happened here. He was running pretty in second place. Would have to be a pretty substantial accident. He had to do something and decides to leave the lobby. I don't quite know what had happened. So that gives Eric Foss a healthy 10.8 second lead after 10 minutes into this race. Tyler Pierre Richards promoted to second place. Ken Kruger up 8 positions, takes the final podium position for now. He's got Lincoln Russell 1.8 behind him. Still leading this little train here, getting caught up in all sorts of GT4 traffic as they're going to head down the hill here. This is going to be awfully hairy. Oh, that's Michael Bond off ahead. Stephen Liston behind Corey here. Greg Bream all the way in the back. Vincent Wood starts to slip ahead. He's getting by Stephen Liston to the outside here. See if he's going to be able to carry that speed. No. Stephen cuts him off and takes that racing line. As they pass the GT4 leader, Matthew Smotherman here, who's got a nice healthy 3.2 second gap back to Andrew Rasmussen. And it's just about, oh goodness gracious, that Craig Ream ahead. Another damaged front bumper. Lauren Benches with an off track coming down to oh, that is not pretty. Mike McCoy back up to 5th here after those early accidents for others. The later accidents, they both currently in 5th, climbed back up from, I believe, 11th. He's got John Miller ahead of him. Here's Troy Banks. Happy to follow. Maybe this is part of his long pit stop strategy. It's just drafting his way around the track. He's had a couple good battles with I think it's been Richard this season. Ty Johnson back there. Corey Mitchell able to drop the rest of these guys. Craig Ream obviously had that accident, dropped off the pack. But whatever happened to Steven Liston? He's in the pit lane at the moment. Let's check out what had happened. Oh, is that, he got double whacked by Vincent, who has had a really rough time at the Motorsports Park. He is now back into the pits. There's Vincent coming back out after his pit stop. He has done enough race time to refuel and get that quick repair. Heads back out after that tap. Steven, though, took the full tow. Ooh, it's exceptionally spicy for the final podium position. Jacob falling down to 4th here. Trying to stay with him. Let's see what kind of car he's in. Well, that's Russell in the pits in the Porsche. Super battle here. Tyler Pierre Richards and Ken Kruger getting by on the inside. Mike has been able to close on Lincoln for 4th place. Still another 3.5 up to a podium position. Ken Kruger heading to the inside there. Lincoln able to stay ahead. Just as I say that, though, he goes off track, trying to get around some of the GT4 traffic. Michael up to 4th there. Troy still sitting behind Richard Swindells. John Miller's able to get by Steven Liston as he had that pit stop and tow himself. Douglas Doucette is having a miserable time tonight, all over the track. He is all the way down in 16th. I think he forgot to grid as well. Jeremy Lapine is now getting by Lincoln Russell after that off-track excursion, down 2 points, two places, and that means 6 points in the standings, which are important for Lincoln. He's doing quite well. I believe he's sitting in 3rd place, if I remember correctly. Vincent Wood exits the pits. Now he's in a battle with a couple other guys we saw getting in some trouble. Michael Johnson and Craig Ream both having incidents in around turn 1. Foss sitting very pretty, almost 20 seconds into the lead. Ken Kruger still sitting in 2nd place. Tyler Pierre Richards keeping it under a second ahead. Troy Banks has made his move past Richard Swindells, but very patient there. 21 minutes in, we should start seeing a couple people in the pits. Doug Doucette says might as well after that damage he picks up. Craig Ream leading this pack now. Was he always leading this pack? Yes, he was. Okay. Vince, I thought he was behind Vincent Wood, but Vincent's been on the mat. Come in for his pit stop of 7.7 seconds. So Jacob Eating has moved up. I think that was Stephen Miller we saw having off track ahead. Jacob Eating. Oh, he told me how to say his name and I forgot it. Eating. Is up to 2nd place as a result. So the top 2 respectively, the top 2 in the championship. Still have a pit stop to come from them as Andrew Rasmussen has taken his, so has Bryce Carter, Roman Bykoff, and Mason Smotherman. In fact, all of the rest of the GT4s have. Eric Foss has come in for his stop, finds himself down in 4th. After that, Richard Swindells comes in. Eric Foss taking the most overall. I figure might as well. He's got plenty of room to do so. And Bjorn benches just 13 seconds there. Greg Ream under tons of pressure from this back now. Tyler Pierre Richards stationary for 11.4. Mike McCoy 11.2 out there. Eric Foss back up to second place. Tyler Pierre Richards, though, down to 6th after his pit stop. Kent stops for fuel. Michael Johnson still hounding Craig Ream ahead. Vincent Wood behind has fallen off slightly. It's the lap car of Stephen Liston in between them. John Miller fighting with Bjorn Benches ahead. They are on the same lap there as that's Eric Foss in the foreground. Lapping that. Oh, Kent Kruger. And Lincoln Russell also in the pits. Corey Mitchell in for his stop. So there's Kent Kruger coming out just ahead of Tyler Pierre Richards in the background there. Staying a good bit ahead. And he's got this nice Roman Bykov sized. Oh, I think he goes right off the track. But, oh, Andrew Rasmussen here. He's having a really good race. Well, the GT4 is coming down a very tricky spot here, and it could have been much worse. Troy Banks is now in second place, doing the long runs out there, as he is pretty much the last person to Jacob comes into the pits. Matthew Smelderman still out there, needs to come in for his stop. Troy Banks, last of the GTEs anyways. Much thirstier cars. And this is his moment. He was fighting with Richard Swindells for 6th place. Richard on the Andretti straight here. Mike McCoy is going to take over 4th place yet again. Jeremy Lapinus now closing on him after they both got past Lincoln Russell. Troy Banks back out on track. Lincoln Russell coming around the final turn now. Corey Mitchell less than a second behind Richard at the moment. Ty Johnson just behind him, followed by Michael Johnson ahead of Craig Ream. Richard Swindell's now 2.8 behind. And after starting on the front row together, Matthew has now lapped his brother Mason. You see in the background there, even though Matthew has not come in for his pit stop. Vincent Wood now getting ahead of Craig Ream. Tries to make a move there on Michael Johnson, who had a little off track into turn 1 actually just before that move. He gets a little bit wide here and invites Craig Ream in to make that move is actually what happened there. And who could fault him? Michael leaving just enough room on the outside, but only just enough. Easy to lose it there as Corey gets held up by some of this GT4 traffic. He loves the Coors car. It's his favorite. Great little battle going on back here. Roman Bykov closing on Bryce Carter. battle for fourth really heating up. Jeremy starting to close here. As we have, we still have 2 Canadians in the top 10. Good to see here. Jeremy is one of them, closing on Mike ahead. Ooh, Richard Spindell's having an issue back there. That's Jacob and the GT4s. Oh, goodness gracious. Richard getting almost a little loose there, and Jacob sort of sliding across the track, and they met, and it didn't end very well for either of them. That promotes Corey Mitchell and Ty Johnson up in place. Less than 10 minutes to go. All the pit stops are done. And Roman sees his move. This is his moment. And he makes that pass on Bryce Carter to the inside of T1. That's the damaged lap car of John Miller ahead of this pair. And Jeremy getting a really good exit. He's going to have a run here on Mike. Mike, with all the speed around the outside there, really able to take control of that move. You can just see the speed he was able to carry through there, as Jeremy was being very polite and holding his line to the inside, and was perhaps a little too conservative with the amount of speed he was able to carry through that penultimate turn. But tires are shot. I just did an IMSA race today. I accidentally, and it was really nice because, you know, I do like 30, 40 minutes or whatever, and then you come in for your pit stop, and I had accidentally forgotten to unselect my tires. And, you know, I got tires, whatever. I was having a terrible race anyways. And then it was remarkable. It was like night and day. I was like, whoo, I'm fast. Look at me all of a sudden. I'm unlapping myself. Way to go, Eric. Just under 6 to go left in this one. Jeremy still fighting Michael for top 4 spot. Eric Foss is your leader. Up top, Kent Kruger is in second place, holding it pretty well, weaving amongst all of these fighting GT4 cars. Tyler Pierre Richards just behind him. Mike McCoy somehow able to get 4 away from Jeremy and about 3 away from Tyler. Really normally through the field. Let's see what happened to Jeremy. Oh, carried way too much speed. We've seen a couple guys do that this evening. He's able to get it pointed back in the right direction, back on track. He's got Lincoln Russell again within a second of him. Greg Ream having some issues this evening. Oh, that was a double off track. Race Carter still behind Roman Bikoff, although Roman's into the grass back there. Took it too hot. Much too hot. Not exactly sure what happened. Almost looked like he didn't even turn in for it. You know, just destined for greatness. Michael McCoy really pushing that car around the track, trying to get onto the podium today. .7 seconds ahead is Tyler Pierre Richards. He's got John Miller in the way, also sort of towing him around the track. 1.5 is the gap for that podium position. He's able to fight back really, really hard after some early off tracks. He's just got to keep it going on track here. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. Vincent Wood is off track ahead. Craig Ream getting back by. John Miller, he gets the Perseverance Trophy. Minute and a half on the clock. Coming across the line. We're going to go around one more time here. Mike McCoy coming in real hot there. Trying to stay with Tyler Pierre Richards for this white flag lap. 40 seconds of race time to go. One final lap. Try to make something happen on Tyler.